10 Interesting Facts about the British Monarchy. This is present as usual by Do It Simple every day. Let's get straight into it. 10. The sovereign is immortal. Individual monarchs obviously die, but the sovereign, that is, the reigning monarch, never dies. Because of the way the British crown works, when one king or queen dies, the next in line takes over immediately. As a result, the royal standard, shown above, is never flown at half-mast. 9. Elizabeth II is Elizabeth I and II. Monarchs have held separate numerals for both England and Scotland since James VI of Scotland assumed the throne of England until relatively recently. Scotland's James VI was also England's James I. Because there has never been an Elizabeth I of England, there has never been an Elizabeth of Scotland, so the current queen should be styled as Queen Elizabeth I and II, but she is not, and as a result, all post boxes in Scotland and other items that would normally bear the royal cipher instead bear just the Crown of Scotland with no initials. 8. No queen and king. Have you ever wondered why, when there is a king, his wife is a queen, but when there is a queen, her husband is not a king? This is something that is frequently misunderstood and confused. However, the reason for this is straightforward. In most marriages, the wife takes on her husband's title and surname. For example, Miss L. Jones becomes Mrs. L. Peters when married to Mr. Peters, but this is not always the case. A title is usually given to the husband in order for his wife to adopt the appropriate style. This was especially true in 1947, when HRH Princess Elizabeth married Philip Mountbatten. The title of Duke was given to Philip in order for him to have a title and a style. 7. Monarch's reigning name. When a new monarch ascends to the throne, one of the first questions they are asked is what name would you like to reign under? It is their choice, not dictated by their first name. Queen Victoria, Princess Alexandrina of Kent, King George VI, Prince Albert, Duke of York, and King Edward VIII are examples of notable monarchs who reigned under different names. Who was Prince David, Prince of Wales? Names are frequently chosen for specific reasons. After his brother Edward VIII abdicated in 1936, Prince Albert chose to reign as King George VI to emphasize continuity. 6. UK has no written constitution. I'd be exaggerating if I said the UK has no constitution. That is, it has a constitution, but not in the way you might expect. The UK has no single written document that serves as its constitution. Instead, the constitution is shaped by various acts of parliament as well as by tradition. This has sparked much debate due to its lack of clarity and difficulty in deciphering. 5. The Queen's residence, not the monarch's. Buckingham Palace has served as the monarch's official residence since Queen Victoria's accession in 1837. While it is the monarch's residence, it is not the monarchy's headquarters. St. James's Palace, a few meters down the road from Buckingham Palace, was the monarch's seat before Buckingham Palace. When Queen Victoria moved into the palace, the royal court remained there, and as a result, St. James' Palace is technically the home of the monarchy in Britain. After all, it is where accession councils gather to read out the proclamation of a new king or queen, as well as where foreign diplomats are accredited, the Court of St. James. 4. Queen's Guards. The image of a tall, lonely sentry in bearskin and a red coat standing in a sentry box outside Buckingham Palace comes to mind when one thinks of London or even England. These sentries are real British Army soldiers from one of the 5-foot Guards regiments: Grenadier Guards, Coldstream Guards, Welsh Guards, Irish Guards and Scots Guards. It just so happens that they do half of their work as guards and half as infantry. The point of this fact sheet is that the sentries serve a purpose other than decoration. 3. State opening of Parliament. The state opening of Parliament is without a doubt the most grand and exuberant of all royal events on the calendar. Every year, Her Majesty attends the Houses of Parliament to perform an ancient ceremony in which she officially opens Parliament by reading a speech written by her government outlining the upcoming political year. The significance of this is, well, not much. 2. Some titles are meant to be. The title of Prince of Wales is reserved for the first in line to the throne, as we all know. Other titles, however, are reserved for other members of the royal family, depending on their position. The title Duke of Cornwall is automatically bestowed upon the monarch's eldest son. The title Duke of Rothesay is also given to the monarch's eldest son because that is what they will be known as in Scotland. Both titles are currently held by Prince Charles, the Queen's first son and heir. The title Duke of York is reserved for the monarch's second son, currently held by Prince Andrew, the Queen's second son. The title Princess Royal is given to the monarch's eldest daughter, currently held by Princess Anne, the Queen's first daughter. The title of Prince Consort, of course, is reserved for the husband of a Queen Regnant. Although Prince Philip is Prince Consort, he does not hold the title of Prince Consort because it was decided at the time that he would not have the title. 1. The Queen in Scotland. Here's something unusual for you. Her Majesty's official residence in Scotland is the Palace of Holyrood House, pictured, but she only stays there for 1 week each year. In contrast, the Queen spends over 6 weeks each summer at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, but Balmoral is second fiddle to Holyrood House. This ends the video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe for more.